Realtor who flew to the Capitol riot on a private jet and said she wouldn't go to jail because of her blonde hair and white skin gets 60 days behind bars. Let's see. Jenna Ryan, she's from Texas, by the way, was sentenced to 60 days in jail on Thursday for her role in the Capitol riot. Ryan flew on a private plane to Washington, D.C. and documented the riot on social media. Wow. Imagine that, you're committing a crime and you're putting it in social media. She apologized for her actions in a letter to the judge before her sentencing. A Texas realtor who flew on a private jet to Washington, D.C. and took part in the Capitol riot was sentenced to 60 days in jail on Thursday, that's today, after pleading guilty to a single federal misdemeanor charge of parading in the Capitol. Jenna Ryan had boasted on social media that she wouldn't get any jail time because of her blonde hair and white skin. Okay, so she's admitting white privilege. She believes white privilege exists. Okay, sorry, I have blonde hair, white skin, a great job, a great future, and I'm not going to jail. Sorry to rain on your hater parade. I did nothing wrong. Wow. Oh my goodness. I did nothing wrong. Jenna Ryan definitely not going to jail, she said on Twitter. Ryan became one of the most well-known Capitol rioters for taking a chartered plane to Washington, D.C. with other supporters of President Donald Trump. By the way, Trump could have pardoned her, but he didn't. He left office without pardoning her. She posted on social media throughout the trip, including the video film in a bathroom mirror right before heading to the riot. We are gonna go down and storm the Capitol. Oh, sounds like the Boston Tea Party with the British. She said in the video, according to a criminal complaint, they're down there right now, and that's why we came. And so that's what we are going to do. So wish me luck. She posted a picture of her standing next to a shattered window at the Capitol on the day of the riot. United States District Court for it's not like you're breaking the windows at the post office, you know. That you're angry at the post office for losing your packages many times, you know. I mean, a lot of people probably would would sympathize with her. You know, if she went down to the post office and broke a window and said, you know, I'm fed up with you people losing my mail. But you go to the U.S. Capitol, and wow, this is truly amazing. The video was a key factor in the judge's decision to sentence Ryan to 60 days in jail. She's lucky it's not 1 year, saying it showed that Ryan knew what she was getting into when she headed to the Capitol. WSA reported. Ryan was initially charged with 12 counts. She's lucky. But struck a plea deal with prosecutors have all but a single misdemeanor charge of parading, demonstrating, picketing. Now see, let me just stop here and say this. See, that's how some people end up doing more prison time. You know. Now let's say there was a black woman who pull the same stunt. Do you really think the prosecutor will go down from 12 counts and strike a deal? Chances are not. You see? So she's getting 2 months in jail, which to her is a lot because for somebody who never been in that kind of trouble before. But for people who may be black, now you see why there are a lot of black people doing time in prison, because not that many prosecutors are going to give a black person such a break. You see? And that explains the inconsistencies in the justice system in America regarding the race of the person. So Ryan had tried to convince the judge to give her a lenient sentence by writing a 4-page letter in which she apologized, for her action January 6th. She also said that the tweet about her not getting jail time was taken out of context and that she didn't see herself as above the law. Well, not really, because right now the prosecutor jumped from 12 counts down to about 1, maybe trespassing. So she is getting the deal because she's white. I mean, sorry to say, but that's the truth. Several bullies on Twitter said something to the effect of, "You're ugly, blonde, and you're going to prison," Ryan wrote to the judge. I responded back apologizing for my blonde hair, but I wasn't going to prison. The post that Ryan responded to was a meme that made no mention of her appearance, so she's lying. I wasn't saying I was above prison. I just felt that it would be unlikely since I was pleading to enter in the Capitol for 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Yeah. Okay. That's like breaking and entering into the United States Post Office after it's closed and saying you were in there for 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Doesn't matter if you didn't take anything? No. You broke it anyway. A tweet of me taken up for myself against a bully who is harassing me does not indicate that I feel about... No, she actually believes she's above the law with her white skin and blonde hair. Ryan said that while she regretted trespassing on the Capitol, she was proud of her other actions that day. While I feel badly about unlawfully entering into the Capitol on January 6th, not everything I did that day was bad, she wrote. Yeah, well, supporting Trump is bad because Trump started an insurrection to overthrow the United States Constitution. So that's bad, That's like in the old days, during the colonial times. If you join an insurrection to overthrow the British government, they would hang you in public. That's how it worked back then. The British would put you up on a rope and hang you. And lots of people were hanged in the old days under the British. Yeah. Some actions I took that day were good. I came to D.C. to protest the election result. What election result? He lost. I wanted my voice to be heard. My only weapon was my voice and my cell phone. Yeah, right. She came to see, this is a woman you would think somebody who should be educated, but apparently she's not. She believes the lies, There are 50 states in the union plus territories that voted. And in each state you have different counties bringing in the votes. So you mean to tell me that all these people, something was wrong in all these states, except where Trump won? Where he lost, there's a problem. Where he won, there's no problem. Why is that? Lady, please. You should have got like at least 10 months in prison, not 2. You're lucky. That's about as much as I can say about that. Lucky, really lucky.